Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Not really a bad day or anything. Just, I think the cat wants to go outside. You want to go outside, Rusty? This is the time to go out now before it gets crazy. Huh? Alright, I'm going to let him out. He wants to go outside, I think. Just give me a second. Hey, come on. Okay. Okay, so first things first this morning is that storm system that's going to the Gulf Coast of the United States, Idalia, is making landfall today, according to what I heard from the Hurricane Center. Not the Hurricane Center. So there's going to be a lot of tough weather coming ahead. Ed tried to call me. I couldn't even hear him because he sounded like he was blowing bubbles from underwater, because I guess there wasn't enough bandwidth to make his phone call clear. And so I told him, I said, in a text message, I said, Ed, I said, try texting me instead. It's easier. So let's see what's the weather going to be for my part of the country. I do know it's going to be getting warm, according to the extended forecast for next week. That doesn't say it's going to be like broiling hot, but it's going to be hot. And it's going to be, today expected today high is about 25 degrees Celsius again, so it's not going to be too bad today. Same thing for tomorrow, Wednesday, which will be 80% chance of rain with a high of 25 degrees Celsius. Thursday, 21 degrees Celsius. It's going to be sunny and cool. Tuesday or Friday, which is Bill Day, because of the situation with the way Social Security is. I'm going to get paid on Friday. I got to go to the laundromat too. High 23, Saturday, sunny again, high 24. Sunday, sunny again, high 27. Monday, high 29, also sunny. Tuesday, high of 31, at sunny again. And then it starts to come down on Wednesday again, 29, and then Thursday, mostly cloudy, high 27. So it's going to be a couple hot days, not really anything excessively so, but just is the nature of the weather. Now, I don't see too many good morning comments. I saw a couple come in, obviously. So let me give hi to Nightbot. I guess that's the only one that really spoke up yet so far, was Nightbot. There's at least 5 viewers. Kinnaid got in contact with me yesterday. She was amazed I was able to punch down category 5 Ethernet jacks by holding them in my hand. Of course, it's not really that hard. It just takes a little bit of holding the connectors firmly while you learn to punch down tool. It's not that hard to do. Hi, I don't know how you doing today. Well, anyway, I got my TV hooked up now. The console's hooked up. I mean, it's not like it's special or unusual, but there's a funny story to it. Originally, I had planned to, I didn't know, I did not know, remember I had a HDMI to composite adapter. And I bought 2 other HDMI to composite adapters. And when you try to use an Ed's Roku, when he had it over here, I couldn't get it to connect to my TV to save its butt. So, I just thought it was not going to happen. But I was just curious, so I looked it up on YouTube to see if anyone else had any luck doing it. And they showed using the same adapter I already had. I said, oh, okay. Well, I've already got both the ones I bought that were black that seemed to not work very well, at least at that point, versus the ones that we have now that seem to work better. So I went ahead and I connected it up to the TV, and the white ones I had, the Mitsui, or some other, I forgot the name of the adapter was. Anyway, it's the little white blocks. Some of them come in black. Mine's are white, because I like white. Okay, so, of course it worked fine out of the box. So now my console TV is back to work again, and I can watch TV shows and stuff on it. I didn't watch much on it. I watched a little bit of Doctor Who. Mostly just getting the TV to get back into shape or reform the caps inside to make sure it was working, and it worked fine. And so, I got a chance to, do some fun things with that. And so that was, for me, that was kind of nice to finally put the TV back to work in my living room. Getting off the floor after setting up wasn't so fun. I don't know, it used to be, when I was younger, I'd sit there on the floor Indian style and just watch TV on it, and never really gave it much thought. Even before my knee injury, getting up off the floor was hard. I remember that. But not as hard. So, I guess age does weird stuff to you. Yeah, getting old isn't necessarily that fun. Oh, yeah! It could be worse. At least I haven't lost my mind yet. I mention it yet because, unfortunately, senile dementia runs in the family. And, I don't know what's going to happen to me when the time that happens. At least my grandfather suffered from it. And I heard my mom say that my grandfather on the other side of the family also struggled with it as well, along with other health problems. So, yeah, We'll just see what happens. So, I'll just see if there's anything here exciting. Nothing here that really stands out. News that's most exciting, although, let's see. Let's see what's coming up on the headlines today. We have not much up yet. Teenage Ramaswamy questions Al Sharpton's political experience goes viral. Inconvenient truth. Kamala Harris's latest gaffe and more proof that American families are in deep trouble. State of emergency. Okay, this is what I want to cover. Millions brace for direct hit as Hurricane Idalia expected to rapidly gain strength. Okay, I'll pull this up real quick here. Florida Governor DeSantis expands state of emergency as Hurricane Idalia is expected to make landfall Wednesday. The state of emergency of Florida is now in effect for 46 of its 67 counties. The state is preparing for Hurricane Idalia to make landfall all over the state on Wednesday. Idalia upgraded to a Category 1 hurricane early Tuesday morning as the storm passes Cuba, according to Fox Weather. It is expected to become a major hurricane with life-threatening storm surge when it makes landfall on Florida's western coast Wednesday morning. As of Tuesday morning, Hurricane Idalia was located about 85 miles north of the western tip of Cuba and 370 miles to the southwest of Tampa. So this is what Ed was freaking out about. That's why he tried to call me on his phone, but he sounded like Bubbles. He did clear communications. Did come through for a few seconds, but then it went back to Bubbles again. Fox Weather reporter Hurricane Idalia has maximum sustained winds of 75 miles an hour with higher gusts and is moving to the north of 14 miles an hour. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis held a press conference with state officials Tuesday morning. The storm is forecast to make landfall among Florida's Big Bend tomorrow morning as a major hurricane. The National Hurricane Center has issued a hurricane warning for the Gulf Coast from Sarasota County up through Franklin County in the Panhandle, DeSantis said. There is over 20 shelters open, and additional 20 special needs shelters are mobilizing or on standby throughout the state of Florida. We have 5,500 National Guardsmen that have been activated, he continued. DeSantis added that 420 school districts have chosen to close for the 2 days surrounding the storm. He nevertheless said that Tuesday morning to make their final preparations for the storm. On Monday, President Joe Biden said he had spoken to DeSantis, who is also running for governor presidential nomination in 2024, to approve an emergency declaration for Florida to freeze up federal funds to help in cleanup and repairs. Florida has my full support as they prepare for Idalia and its aftermath, Biden said. Wow. And Ed's in the middle of that. And it's like Ed forgot about hurricanes, right? Oh, well, that's all I'm supposed to do. And then immediately his voice went back to Bubbles again. And it's like, I think there's a shortage of cell service out there right now, as all the families are calling each other, are freaking out, and having kittens over there. Jeez. Like, DeSantis, baby, you didn't think of this, huh? Of course you didn't think of it, Ed. Whenever you ever thought about it, Ed, you keep going go to Florida. Well, I can see why you need to go to Florida. But the one thing I'm going to say, Ed, is, come on, there we go. That's the fact is that you chose to go right into the thick of it. But I do have empathy for families, and yes, Ed, too, as we're struggling with the hurricane, and kind of knows he's got it coming. Only dummies die. Right, yeah, I understand that, but like I said, I've been through a few myself. I survived a head-on onslaught with Irene. I survived Sandy. I survived Gloria. I survived quite a few of them myself. And they're scary, but they are survivable. Not saying that you're going to like it, but it doesn't have to be a death sentence. It's just like I said for the winter time. Same thing. Get your affairs in order now, because winter, I'm telling you right now, winter is going to be a really, really topsy-turvy game this year, as we're going into an El Nino. Okay? So this is the time to get your affairs in order. Get everything straightened out you can, because make sure you have sand, make sure you have salt, make sure you have generators, make sure you have fuel, make sure you have food. At least prepare the best you can. And you know, best to get, buy insurance, you're okay. Yeah, that would help. I absolutely agree with you. Insurance would help. Down there in Florida, make sure you get your national flood insurance. Okay? Storm surge, that's going to be the one that's going to make your life miserable, since they're just barely above sea level. You know, they're going to definitely have flooding. We've seen it before, and I wouldn't be surprised if, depending on how big the storm system is, it's going to definitely give Katrina, it's going to definitely give Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama a soaking too. You know, it's just is. As it is. I mean, you can only do so much. It's really up to God to decide who he's going to strike and who he's not going to strike. Or to God. It's whichever one you want to talk to. Maybe if the divine mother and father God decide to spare you, that's fantastic. But unfortunately, that's a lot of counties in Florida that are going to be affected. I made $300,000 on every hurricane. Oh. What'd you do if one day FEMA says, I'm not giving you $300,000? You know, you have to understand that the insurance companies, you know, are going to be, you know, I wonder what they do with the people that constantly get into these hurricanes after a while. I wonder if the insurance companies just kind of throw their hands in the air and say, like I did last night with Honest and Frank, and say, I'm done with you. You know, let me talk about that. I didn't talk to Frank after all the mods with my consent gave him the boot yesterday. He didn't go back to me. He didn't whine back to me and go, please come back to me. No, he didn't. I wish. Kind of funny he didn't. But no, I guess he got the point. And a big fat boot into his posterior at the same time. Number one, you don't do the stupid stuff that you do and expect that I'm going to keep coming back to you. I have nothing to gain, nothing from you, Frank. I really don't. I don't gain anything from you. Oh, yeah, I mean, the T-to-T is fun, but the thing is, I'm more important, you're more, to me, I mean, You're more important. I'm more important to you than you are to me. I really am. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. But the thing is that Frank has got to get his house in order. If Frank can't get his house in order, if Frank cannot go and say to himself, okay, I need to make my Discord more appealing for the populace to want to come and say hi, they're not going to stay. Okay? That's just common sense. If you made your Discord more exciting, and you had more exciting activities for people to do, people come to you, right? I already said that to him many times, and he shrugs it off. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can turn rocks into stars. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say, but some of the boulders don't exactly like what you keep yelling at them. Oh, your video sucks. Your sound's good, but your video sucks. You have no content. Blah 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 blah. I'm not what makes you one. It's gonna be a good choice. Do as I say and do what I say when I do it, or whatever. No, Frank, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. He may be around a long time, but I have too. I really have. I have been around a long time too. It's true though, what I said earlier yesterday to Noodles. Originally, YouTube used to allow video response or comments. So it's kind of funny when they used to have that. How does that work? Well, theoretically, it works like this. You still can do it, but it's just a lot more of a pain. Oh, this is back when YouTube used to use Flash. Okay? You could send a video comment to somebody as a comment, and then they can respond with a video comment. So you can imagine the T that goes on when you get into a major heated argument, right? It'd be like over and over again, message 1 to message 2, message 3, message 4, like, you're an idiot. Stop bothering me. You're an even bigger idiot. Stop bugging me. Leave me alone. Why should I leave you alone? Because I told you. Screw you. Screw you back. I don't want to deal with you. Goodbye. And the rest of us have to read or see all those links go, ugh. How long is this going to continue on for? You can comment on the channels. You can comment on my channel. Not directly with video comments, but you can actually still do it if you really want to. But most of the time now, if you say, oh, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Sorry, you can't do that. Sorry, you can't do that. Sorry, you gotta be a mod. And I'm like, oh, sex, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was like, but sometimes people will, just go. Now they take it to the text messages instead. If you would get something like Marco Polo, knows how give people the opportunity to make some video comments. First of all, YouTube, as I said, used to have that built in. It was the reason why YouTube took it out was, number one, no one really used it as much as you would think. I mean, some did, some didn't. I'm not interested in signing up for another social media platform. Kiddo, I got enough of them. Okay? I got Daily Motion, I got Kick, I got Twitch, I got Patreon, which is kind of a program to make money, but it still counts. Okay? And yet, I got Facebook, I got MySpace, I got Twitter. How much more do you need? Come on. Unlike Frank, I don't spend my whole day sitting at my friggin' desk. Go ahead and just reading comments all day. Puttering around this empty mall called Honest and Frank TV. Yeah. You can still add comments to the channel. People still do. You just probably don't bother to look at the post comments after the videos are over. You can do that in mine. May not be able to post links if you're not a mod, but actually I think non-mods can post links too. I think you just go for a review. Then I have to review them and look at them and see what it is they're posting. So 3 people like and 7 watching. I bet one of the people's watching is Noodles going, Honest and Frank going, "Oh, this sucks. Too bad." Well, for the rest of you guys, let's give you a happy day. Yes. I wish them the best luck. I do. I wish them the best luck, but he really seriously should have taken my advice. Frank, I wish you luck, but you need to really work in that Discord of yours. Hi, Krista, how you doing? Oh, Krista, do you feel like doing laundry on Friday? I gotta get laundry done this week. Oh, I used to be able to leave comments from the About page. Oh, you can still do it on mine, too, because if you click on... Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yes, I remember that. Then we got the community tab, which is kind of the same thing, really. I could post a message, and you people can respond to that. It's probably not the best, but it's better than nothing at all. Or you can click, because on mine, you have an email. Send an email to commentate or to YouTuber. And you just answer yes question, and it gives you the email link, and then you just go ahead and send an email. That'd be great, because I gotta get some laundry in, and then we'll, before that, we'll go get some breakfast at McDonald's. No, either way, I'm not, trying to be mean to anybody, because I have to say this way, he started it. He did the same thing, he always does. And then he had the nerve to say, "Oh, I made your group private again." Oh, that was the last straw. He keeps doing that to me, like, what's the point of all this? It just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But anyway, we'll see what happens today. So Rusty went out for a bit this morning. Next week is going to be warmer for a few days. And looking forward to some awesome stuff. Now I got my TV hooked up to the Roku box in the living room, so now I can use it to watch my TV shows. So that's all set now. I happened to turn on the Texas News Channel and said it was going to be in the hundreds again. 95, and then it's going to go back into the hundreds. So I was like, yow! Texas is a hot mama. Gee, mama, she's a hot one. It's like, I wouldn't want to live in Texas. Hell no. Oh, I got a Roku box. I can watch Pluto. I can watch obviously Roku TV. I got the Wiccan channel. I have a few other channels on my system. I set all these channels up, but I never actually watched them. But they were all free anyway. Yeah, I hate hot weather too. I really do. That's why I'm very happy that the weather we've been having for the past few days has been civil. Not too bad. I can go out there and, enjoy fun stuff, get my, do fun activities, get outside. And last night, by the way, I made some frozen hamburger patties and some steak fries for dinner because I left some hamburger patties behind. They were frozen, so I figured, I must make some cheeseburgers with them. So I made 2 double cheeseburgers and a large order of steak fries, and I had that for dinner. Probably cheaper than McDonald's was. By a lot. Yeah, by a lot. Yeah, I think they do. I have to go back and look at all the different channels. I'd like to see the rest of the Voyager series. Oh, that brings another question. What about the... Yes, they do have the Star Trek channel. And the Doctor Who channel. What about Babylon 5? Oh, let me look that up. I got the Pluto on my phone, too. Let's see if I can find it. There's Tubi. That's recently added. I'm going to go to my Roku box program guide. Should I find it? The only thing I wish the Roku box had was an optional plug in the keyboard. It's not like the old days when you used to, just be able to punch in channel number, and the kind of paradigm wouldn't work too good with the system anymore. Let's see. I got... Where's my Roku box in this thing here? Fox News. No, my rotten luck, it's probably... Oh yeah, I installed the Star Trek Fleet Command game on my phone. But you know what the nice thing about the Mac Mini is? I can play that same game on my Mac. I don't even have to buy the special software or anything. I just go ahead, just copy it into my Mac, and I can play the game. Which is kind of cool. I have a Roku 531.95 you can get. Peacock TV. Yeah, I'm not really in this wrestling. Let me look up Star Trek. Star Trek. Next Generation, Star Trek Voyager, New World, Strange New World, Star Trek. Well, let's see what's on the Star Trek channel. Netflix. Star Trek channels. Prime Video. Star Trek Next Generations. Pluto. 6 underway to watch. Okay, well, I want to look for classic Star Trek. Deep Space Nine. Also on Pluto. Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Darkness, Star Trek Lower Decks, Star Trek 4, Star Trek Final Contact. Yeah, they have a channel, Star Trek Discovery. What's this? Requires subscription. Huh, I never heard of that one. Star Trek Discovery. Star Trek Picard, Prodigy, Insurrection, that's a movie. Star Trek movies again. Stick Center, 55 years to Star Trek. Star Trek Fan TV. Continuum. Jeez. Star Trek Progeny. Teenage boys discover an abandoned Starfleet ship and struggle to survive, avoiding their pursuers. That's on Apple TV. Interesting. Yeah, I know he does. I know he wants you back. Frank didn't do anything stupid. I would have still been there. I would have just been another empty, pretty much quiet store in this mall. With no foot traffic. Really. Oh. This is an example of some of the craziness. I have the Rock who says Peacock Plus can show husband links wrestling. Yeah. I watched a little bit of Doctor Who Classic yesterday. Just turned it on. You know what they need? I probably have one. I just don't know about it. What about a musicals channel? All musicals all day long. Everything from the latest Cats movie, heaven forbid, to all the way back to My Fair Lady and before. So you can watch all the musicals that you probably want to watch. Yeah, and he probably wants to go ahead and now sign up for some verification process. And he says, oh, everybody has to be verified now. Frank, you don't even have any trolls. Why would you even bother worrying about that? Now, I don't know. Funny, I didn't even know originally the history. The YouTube is that this original is going to be a dating site. I can't visualize this being a dating site. I mean, not for nothing. Every time you go out for coffee, I'm looking for opportunities. He should do the same. He should do it. He's told when he's told to do it. He wants to be a star. Well, there are some people who can teach and some people who can actually do it, and I think he's kind of in the former than not the latter. That is, he's actually I don't even think he's good at the former. Always he talks a big game, but he hasn't really demonstrated anything. I mean, speaking of doing anything, I want to drive my truck a little bit today, but there's only one problem. The driver for my Xbox controller doesn't exist for the M1 Mac Mini. Since it's based on Intel code, and it's a driver that's an extension that has to be loaded into the system. Rosetta doesn't cover running extensions. Only user programs, not extensions. That kind of rule set goes all the way back to the days when I created Rosetta, the first Rosetta, to run Intel Macs to run PowerPC Pro code. So any binary extensions didn't work because they were designed for PowerPC. So if you wanted to run PowerPC stuff, you couldn't if it was a KEXT. So I said, okay, well, I just tried downloading the source code and see if I can compile it myself. Only to find out when I fed in the Xcode that there was no opportunity to actually create ARM binaries. And I was like, oh, shit. I can't compile this because I don't have the proper libraries and dynamic linking libraries and M1 for the things like libUSB. And I was like, oh, this isn't going to work. Yes, folks, the M1 Mac Mini does not always work well with Bluetooth, so that's why I connect everything by hardwire. And if you actually could get your M1 Mac Mini to properly connect to Bluetooth, you can, drop your keyboard and mouse on the table, Bluetooth, and get all set to go. But it doesn't exist as a feature. So, unfortunately, I've been combing the internet looking for, since it's 2023, see if someone ported an Xbox 360 controller to the Mac Mini. To only find myself, shaking my head with dismay that no one actually came up with a new driver. Because I really do miss driving the truck a bit, Sure, I can drive with the keyboard. But that's like going back to kindergarten again. It took me a long time to learn to master the controller. To see me driving with the right and left arrow keys up and down to go faster and slower. I mean, that sounds simple enough. Now, it is if you're going about 10 miles an hour, but once you start going 40, 50 miles an hour, Russ wants you back on. He's probably said to Frank, he said, look, you need noodles over here. Get him back on here. Which makes sense. I know you're not gay. I had nothing to do with that. Um, you talking about Frank, or are you talking about Russ? Or are you talking about both? Russ wanted Noodles to bring him out of the closet, kicking and screaming in light. Okay. Russ was on my channel for a while. Oh, I talked to Kinade yesterday in comments. She said she's going to try to drop by on the Discord, on YouTube, probably in October. She's been very busy. Okay. Wasn't sure, because someone said Frank was gay, too. Not that it really matters to me. I'm not interested in Frank. Yeah, I just... It's been one of those quiet days lately. I haven't been doing a lot. Besides fixing a little bit of things that are around here in the apartment that need fixing a little bit I can, you know. To be honest, I don't really understand some things. For example, tonight's movie night on Discord. I got the movies sitting on the big space heater, so I can just file share them over to the other computer, play them, and that's what we're gonna do, because it makes it easier, you know. But so tonight we're gonna try to get The Graduate up. Is the main film. The Guild. I think it's episode 4, or is it 3? I think it's 4. It's not a lot of episodes in The Guild. And then I'm a Virgo, episode 4. You know, so they're gonna be better than The Graduate. The Graduate. 1967 with Dustin Hoffman. Then followed by I Am a Virgo, and then we'll follow up by The Guild. I think it's episode 3 of The Guild. So I think that's a good way to do it. I don't know if it's necessarily the most awesome way, but The Guild. The Graduate sounds interesting. You know, when the music was featuring music is by Simon and Garfunkel. I like those little intermission time films where you just stick in there. That was kind of fun too, right? You know, time to come to the refreshment center. Enjoy some nice popcorn, ice creams, and digestible treats. Get your Eskimo pies. Eskimo pies, the number one first ice cream treat in America. Hungry hot dogs. Hamburgers, yum, 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 a meal in itself. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to hang up your speaker on your pole when you leave the theater. Yeah, it was a great soundtrack. Oh, right. That reminds me. Do we still have that on? I think we do. I didn't even check that. Yeah. Let me check that. I thought it was turned off for now. But you know what? Here's the advantage. If that is still on, is that it did get more subscribers. It did. It got more people subscribing. You know what? I'm leaving it on. I'm leaving it on. It works. It works for me. It works for you. Got more people subscribing to the channel. Yeah. Don't have to deal with those people that don't want to become members. I didn't even know it was still turned on. But you know what? I'm leaving it on. And it just make my life easier. Yeah, because you know what? Here's the thing. I'm already up to 1,548 subs. That's a good way to get people to sub. I mean, they gotta sub to talk, right? How you doing, Great Cat? Good morning to you. Panel's open if you want to come up and say hi on the panel. It's open. It's quiet up here. Same link as usual. Yeah. Let's come on up, girls. Tiger Kitty, Great Cat, even Krista. Why not? Get Krista up here. Krista, I think you got the link too. Wave and Sun. Okay. Yeah, I actually originally turned it on, and I guess the system decided to leave it on. I was like, okay, fine. I knew when I used to have to keep setting it every time I would do a show, and all of a sudden be like, I can tell you right now, that could be a real problem. If I go for members only, and then the next day I go and it's like, where's all the chat? And like, I just have to look over and like, oh, members only. Oh, there's not too many members on here. If it works, I'll leave it that way. Yeah, I figure it doesn't hurt me any. Look, if you guys really like my show, you're gonna sub anyway. That doesn't cost any money. So, let me see. Let me see if I can get the official nitty-gritty. Let's see the official nitty-gritty on this. 1,548 subs. Yes. Works for me. Works for me. I'm doing fine, Krista. I think I put a few pounds on. I feel a little bigger. Unfortunately, I actually might go for a wiggle and jiggle today. But I just don't know if I can afford to buy much because I'm on the food stamps and technically I don't really have any reason to go out at all. I don't have any food stamps. You know, I just... You have the soundtrack, right? Exactly, for the graduate. Yes, I do. You know a movie I might want to watch again? Xanadu. 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 No, 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 no. They come to Xanadu. God, are you here? And Xanadu. That's a good show. Yeah, I could go for a small wiggle jiggle. Go for a small wiggle jiggle. Ooga jiggle, ooga jiggle, iggle jiggle. Right now, God, for my ooga jiggle, ooga jiggle, ooga jiggle, ooga jiggle. That's a weird song. Saturday Night by the Bay City Rollers. Ooga chooga, ooga chooga, ooga chooga. No, you're not banned. Although you're not getting your wrench back. Actually, you are technically still. I think that's a troll one. I don't think that's the real Frank, guys. I think that's a troll one. Because I think the real one is still blocked. Yeah. Thanks, Fred. I don't think that's the real Honest and Frank anyway, because real Honest and Frank is still blocked anyway. Okay. Except the real one is still hidden now. I'm not going to argue about it. I'll go through and clean out the dustbin in a little bit. Okay. But anyway, one of the things is that we still got 19 people on here today. Fantastic. Okay, I don't know. That's fine. No problem. It is, but it's also used on another song that's part of my Saturday night on my MP3 collection. Don't ask me why. I don't know how. Because "Hooked on the Feeling" I think is a different song. I don't know. I know the song you're talking about. I think maybe two people are using the same beginning. It's not like it's copyrighted. I mean, chant like that, it's kind of hard to document copyright. How you doing, Dabs? Most important thing I want the public to understand is I didn't realize I still had subscribers on, but you know what? I'm going to leave it on. Makes our life easier. Okay, here comes Noodles. All right, let's get Noodles up here. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Michelle. So we just got word early this morning that Frank has never graduated from high school. In fact, he only went to the fourth grade, Michelle. That's as far as he made it, to the fourth grade, according to Agent Mudd.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an elementary school dropout.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I didn't even realize they had subscriber mode on, but I guess that's why it's been kind of nice and quiet and calm in here, which is fine. So what are you doing today? Anything exciting?
I think I'm about to go buy a truck today, Michelle. I'm going to buy a truck, and if I do buy a truck, that means this weekend we're going to be doing some camping, me and you, in the back of the truck.
Okay.
You're going to be sleeping in the back.
Would you like to get yourself a nice big giant tractor trailer?
No. I think we
want a nice sleeper cab in the back.
A used Silverado, Michelle, me and you, we're going to cruise to upstate New York. We're going to go shoot guns, kill animals, stuff like that. And we're going to camp out in the back.
I'm not into killing animals. You know that. Oh. I am still interested in that Chillerfest thing because Rhett Butler's going to be there, and I really do want to meet her because she was in Grace Under Fire. I do want to meet her in person. There were a few other headliners there that kind of interest me, like Webster. The character from Webster is going to be there. The My Three Sons do look interesting.
Michelle, listen to me. Right, listen to me, Michelle. You got to pump this up. I can't do it for you. All right, I want you to do it.
All right.
I want you to tell people that you need some donations because Michelle, I'm gonna go there regardless if you don't go or not. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
And,
come on, guys, let's inflate the balloon.
No, but Michelle,
come on, load it up.
No, Michelle, tell people what they're gonna get. They're gonna get you.
You guys want to go? Here's what I'm gonna say. What you're gonna get if we go. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to get an interview with Rhett Butler. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm gonna try. She did the mother of Grace Under Fire. Grace Under Fire. She played Grace Kelly. Okay. And that was a really awesome sitcom on ABC originally. It's a single mother. She's raising a family. She works at a plastic factory. She, struggles with being a single mom. She's got her friends like Nadine. It's kind of cool. It's got a really cool accent. Kind of a husky, milky voice. Kind of cute. Unfortunately, Rhett Butler had a hard experience over the years with illicit drugs. That was one of the reasons Grace Under Fire was pulled off the air. It wasn't because it was not a popular TV show. It was just ABC felt that having an actress that was getting strung out on drugs is bad, and they just said, hold the show. I guess if she was honest and frank TV, he would have said the same thing. You do as I say, or you say what I do, and sorry, no more cocaine for you, or you're out of here. That's kind of pretty much what happened. And so, but she was a fun actress. I really do think so. And she's a comedian in her own right, too. So, I want to be in her as far as could get along and maybe even have a little bit of comedy together. Yeah. So, it's interesting to know what he said about Frank. Maybe it's true. I don't know anything about Frank's background. I don't really think it matters. I'm surprised his father and mother didn't say the same thing to him. Do what you say, or you're going to lose your little private sub Discord. Do as I say. Get yourself to school every day. Go study your class or get into special ed if you need it. I don't know. He wants to get a new truck for reasons that are pretty simple. Let's be honest. Noodle's truck or mini crossover is, unfortunately, he wore it down. He wore it down. He just wore it out. You know, driving around all day long. So yes, he needs a new truck. So may you have good luck getting a truck you like. You know, just like to see him get a truck he needs. I'd like to see him get something that he can be proud of. YouTube is still trying to encourage me to sign up with their insert ads into videos automatically. YouTube, I know the people that review this show, so let me say this. To the YouTube reviewers, will you please tell your programmers to stop doing this? You know why I say this? There's two reasons. Number one, you give me a limited no ads anyway, which means that even if I turn that function on, it'll never work. No ads will run. No one will see them. You basically would make me waste my time turning on a feature, even if it was to run an ad every 15 minutes. That's the second thing. It's either aggressively run it every 6, which is way more ads than even on regular national television. Okay? Or run only every 30 minutes. That's less than what your normal television ad runs ads for. How about in between? How about every 15 minutes? Something like that. But then again, I'm going to get limited no ads, so that wouldn't run anyway. Why waste your time, YouTube, trying to offer me the option to run ads when you won't run my ads during the shows anyway? I know, because you know what? I'm going to show you something, guys. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to punch the ad button right now. You let me know if you get any ads. 1, 2, 3. Now, you tell me if you get any ads out of that deal. I bet 90% of you say no, no, and no. So what's the point, YouTube? But Michelle would like that everybody even did run the ads. Everybody would go like, "Oh sugar, I'm like 5 minutes behind because the stupid ads keep running on me." Oh yeah. Did someone just see an ad? Yeah, I saw that. No. Yeah, so do I, Gemini. I'm on my desktop. Yeah. I don't have it on my phone. Of course, if you install the Brave browser, you don't get it on your phone either. I just think, but it's just an example of where the programmers at YouTube screwed the pooch. Why do you even have an option when you always keep turning my videos into limited no ads? Until I verify them, and then finally go, oh, there's nothing wrong with the videos. Okay, no, gee, Michelle couldn't even run ads because we wouldn't accept it. Wow, yeah. So Michelle couldn't run the ads anyway. Oh. Yeah. Tell people what they're going to get. I'll tell you what I think people are going to get. Look, if I can get a meeting with Rep Butler, that'd be fun. Really? I'm not going to sign up for another social media contact page. I got enough of them. They don't want no one to contact me on them anyway. everybody contacts me on Discord, so that's fine, you know. And oh yeah, I did find the cable on the phone system that needs to be fixed. I'll get to replace that one later today. Go ahead, Noodles.
So ask Frank what grade he graduated from in elementary school.
Okay, the bit.
Go ahead, Michelle.
I was just gonna say was looking in the wiring closet and connection number 12, which was the original wire for the phone switch that was kind of decommissioned. That wire there, it's just corroded. But if I just go ahead and change the plug on it, put a new connector, it probably would work fine. But yeah, I don't really know if it's worth it though. Probably not. Yeah. So anyway, why do you want to get a Silverado truck? Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, this is going to be cheap for me. I know someone's getting.
Yeah.
11th. Bullshit, Frank. 4th grade Frank. 4th grade Frank. What a dick.
Well, yeah, in the UK, that would be at your universities. You'd be starting university at about 11th grade. Because you already passed your A levels. You know,
Agent Mudd last night confirmed that Frank only won higher education in the 4th grade. That's it. Yep. That's Agent Mudd.
How you doing, Grizz? How's it going? I forgot I had my subscribers only on, but that works out. Camping's okay. I mean, that was before my knee injury. Now I think it'll be very challenging to do it.
Hey Frank. Michelle is gonna meet Webster, October. Right, Michelle?
I'm looking forward to meet Rhett Butler. That's who I want to really meet. Yeah. The mother of Grace on the Fire.
Who's Frank gonna meet? Nobody.
How about you tell her, Katie, what about some of the other people up here who wants to come up on the panel?
Michelle, you know, why are you the only one that's going to be meeting stars? How come Frank isn't meeting any stars?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're meeting Bridget Butler or whatever her name is, right?
Yeah. Brett. Her name is Rhett Butler. Wrett. Rhett Butler is originally from Louisiana. She's a comedian in her own right. And I wonder what would happen if me and her ever decided to sit down together and decide to basically ham it up on the show. That'd be kind of interesting.
Well, Michelle, maybe we can go there and talk to her and see if we can get an interview.
Well, it would be interesting if we consider down in my interview. Oh, by the way, 2 days ago was Virgo Goddess's birthday on Sunday. I actually came on to her birthday near the end of her birthday live stream. I didn't really get a chance to talk to her live, but I told her about my channel. I said, you know, we should come on over to my channel sometime. I said, I'd like to meet with you, you know. Yeah. You will need an autograph book. Oh, I'm sure I can find it. I'm sure I can find a notebook for autographs.
Frank, why am I pulling through? How come Frank can't pull through with all these stars?
No, Frank, over my dead body, are you ever getting super mod? No.
Untrustworthy Frank. Untrustworthy Frank.
I'm even surprised you even came back, to be honest with you. The reason I say that, Frank, is because of one reason. After you privatized my sub Discord, I was like, that's it. I'm done with you. I was like, I'm not going back again, so you can go pound sand as far as I'm concerned. I don't need this. No one see that, Frank. I don't need that. Because it makes no sense. What did my Discord do to you? It's nothing. It's just a quiet little place. I post my morning show link. Or sometimes I post a link to my other videos. And that's it. And you and I kind of started getting a better footing when I gave you some advice. Some teeth advice. And then that was good. And then you got into this strange stuff. And you blew it again. Really?
What's up with Frank? What's up with Frank not getting a clue? Frank not getting a clue.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Says here, Frank is a D- in social media. He's an amateur. Well, maybe me and Brett Butler can actually talk. I know it's going to probably cost more than $40. I can just see if we stay the night at the hotel. She basically says, hey, you want to sit down and get a beer or something?
No, maybe she'll come on your show. You know?
I don't know if she'd come on my show, but that's not the point. But if she does, that'd be really weird. Oh my God, you're on my show! Woo! I definitely would ask her, what was it like?
Shoulders with these people, Michelle. You got to make friends with these people. It's very easy to make friends, Michelle, and make contacts. You got to go there with the business cards. You got to say, listen, I'm on social media.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But before I start handing out business cards like a Xerox machine, I hear you. Paul, stop. Can you click on your name? Come on, give me a minute. I hear you. I see you. Go ahead. How you doing? Go ahead, Paul.
Oh my God, you got it.
How you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Michelle, word on the street is Frank failed kindergarten, Michelle, because he pissed his pants and refused to color inside of the lines.
Kindergarten Frank, Michelle. Kindergarten Frank. Michelle, you graduated from college, right?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I graduated from college, yeah.
Yeah.
I got my Associate's of Science degree. Yeah, I didn't get my bachelor's. So I changed my major to psych, which was fun. I had no problem with psych. It was a foreign language Italian requirement that kind of screwed me in the end because I couldn't get anyone to practice with.
I heard Frank graduated too. Psych. Get it, Michelle? Psych.
Yeah, I guess psych, yeah. Psych. It changed from computer programming to psych major, so.
No, I'm just kidding.
Which I think kind of worked out kind of interesting in the years.
What's going on over here today, guys? I
Not much.
Popped in, heard you talking about the Comic-Con or the
you probably noticed it's pretty quiet in the side chat because I forgot I still had subscribers mode on.
I heard you mention that about 13 times already, Michelle, that you have the subscriber mode. I heard you mention that about 13 times today, yeah. Yeah, that's good, though. You know, keeps things...
Carlos says, when are we going to get a forced stimulus check? We're not. There's no fourth stimulus check, but there might be an increase in food stamps in October, which wouldn't be so bad. Oh, yeah! You see what happens with that. So, like I said, food stamps might go up because of cost of living adjustment.
What do you call it, Michelle? What's the maximum amount of money you can make and get food stamps? Like, where do they cut it off at?
I don't know. Technically, right now, I'm at 195.
Right, but what I'm saying is, say I earn $20,000 a year. Is that too much to?
I don't
what
know.
I'm saying?
Depends. See,
Oh,
that's
okay.
the part I don't understand. I don't know how the numbers work. Could anybody who works in the food stamp administration from the Department of Agriculture, if you guys could tell us the guidelines. $20,000 a year, maybe for a single person, but I'm not really sure.
Probably sure it's definitely not too much. But, I mean, what a great deal! I would love like a free shopping trip at the store. Go to the store on on the government's dime. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing. If you can find a store still open, because so many grocery stores are closing up.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, because it's going to be too expensive for them to keep open. They're not getting the kind of business anymore.
I don't know about that. I mean, that's like something that's always going to be needed, and it's like it's a necessity. It's like water. Everyone's going to need to go to the store.
Right, I don't think there's going to be another lockdown. I really don't think they're going to do that again. I really don't see it ever. I don't see it happening unless it's a major, real major thing. Because the amount of damage that Trump did lock down for a valid reason, but unfortunately, the lockdown ran on too long, and then the businesses lost customers didn't come to businesses were partially shut down, they couldn't pay all the bills. I think if there's going to be any kind of thing like that again, I think that would seriously destroy the economy. But Biden don't care. His friends in the World Economic Forum are probably sitting there going, like this. Well, the rest of us are going. Oh, I'm right. Disease X, which is alleged, doesn't exist yet. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. What's going on in Peru? Noodles, have you heard any more about Peru? The Peru aliens. I haven't heard any more about the Peruvian aliens. What's going on with Peru? What's going on with Brazil? Brazil's got them too. But what's going on with those two? Right now it's quiet. I need to go to the store, maybe get some of the smaller. Okay. So, all right. Let me tell you what I know. What's maybe old news? I'll just throw it out there. Right now, the Peruvian government is starting to wonder if there is some validity to what the villagers are saying. And they think the problem is the state-owned media in Peru is still trying to say it's illegal miners, but the government entities looking into this are like, well, they may be illegal miners, but they're not Peruvians. They're not even human. So we'll have to see what happens. If that is the case, who am I to know? And the light-based Wi-Fi company is called X something. I'm saying aliens. Yeah, I think so. Maybe, I should turn on the volume boost on this. No, keep the volume boost off. Don't need to blow your ears out when Noodles talks. His volume's higher than everybody else's. Okay. Anyway, so all I know is wonder what ETs think of YouTube. I mean, by the time the signal gets out for Centauri from satellite, it's going to be so far away. I could just see ET trying to connect it to our internet through Starband, right? All of a sudden they get the Starband dish or Starlink dishes pointed at Earth and saying in their native language, man, what is this crap? No, this is all it is cat videos and people, animated YouTubers, what am I talking about, animated YouTubers? YouTuber Studio. I was playing around with that a couple days ago. I put a link of a YouTuber that actually is using it, was playing American Truck Simulator. It was hilarious. Unfortunately, she demonstrated one reason why I don't like playing American Truck Simulator while reading chat. She kept smashing and everything. And she didn't have no damage turned on. So all of a sudden, her truck's getting totaled. I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. That's why when I play, if I play American Truck Simulator, say, since unfortunately my Xbox controller doesn't work in my Mac Mini, because they never compiled the M1 Mac driver for it, I gotta play with the damn keyboard. I'm not even sure how that's gonna go. That's like going for me, that's like going back to first grade. It's like, I'm gonna have to find my cruise control. Which button is that on my keyboard? At least then I could focus on steering. Red said, Frank's mostly value is 48 cents. Red says, realistically, your handheld laser pointers are DEW weapons that can easily take out a small drone with enough people pointing at the craft overloading with heat. Drones depend on light. Get a 1 watt laser, name that thing in a drone, particularly a green laser pointer, and yeah, that's a violation of the Federal Aviation Administration. Don't do it, guys, really. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a federal felony. Don't do it. Don't do it. But seriously, yeah, the CCD, CMOS sensors, yeah. But don't do it, though. Take my advice. Don't do it. I know it sounds tempting, but don't do it. Okay? You can go to prison for a long time if you hit a commercial airliner. Okay? Don't do it. Not worth it. Not worth it. That's a scary thought. Don't do it, guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go to jail, do you? And trust me, when they indict you, you're not gonna. They're gonna cuff you and they're gonna stuff you, and you're gonna be sitting in that jail cell for a hell of a long time. Really. So trust me, you don't want to do that. Either way, I don't know. Have a drone following me around. That'd be kind of weird. I still wanted to get myself one of those GoPro Heroes cameras. Find a secondhand one. Maybe like a GoPro Hero 4 or 5. Now to
Why is everyone against Frank? Why doesn't anyone like Frank?
Why doesn't anyone like Frank? I don't know. I think you can answer that question yourself, Noodles. I think you can answer that yourself.
It's because, Michelle, he's too bossy.
Exactly.
He's too bossy.
Yep.
He tells people how to do it, but he can't do it himself. Michelle.
Exactly again. And he made me blow a wad trying to do... Oh, actually, I was going to buy the computer anyways. I guess I can't blame him for that. I can't blame him for the computer. But boy, I'm still going to be paying. For the next 6 months.
I think you and Frank should battle it out every day.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't really think he really wants to do it every day. I think it's kind of like, yeah, this is the pits.
No, Michelle, he loves it. Trust me, he loves it.
Yes, he does. He's a Leo. Of course, he likes attention. I don't know any Leo that doesn't at least like it. You know. Has been dealing with Frank for weeks now. You know, I got a feeling he's going to be calling back to me going, hey, you know what, Michelle, can we work it out, please? Because I kind of need you on my channel because no one else is really here. I kind of made everybody mad at me, and I kind of need somebody like you to keep me on my toes. Yeah. She got it used on eBay, so no refunds. Right. And even if I had bought it brand new at the Apple Store, it's been a good machine. Actually, you could get a refund if the computer was found defective, but it wasn't, so I'm happy to have it. I mean, it does make a difference. Especially next week, or later this week, it's going to get really smoking toasty. And, yeah, you're all going to be going, you know, that's a nice choice. I don't finally have to sit in front of a goddamn space heater. It's hot enough. Ah, this is cool. It runs fast. Starts fast, too. Nitrous injection. Boom, boom, boom. The only thing is driving the truck with it is going to be a nightmare because, you know, the joystick control doesn't work on it. And the Mac Mini M1s, they have a problem with Bluetooth. They really do. I tried it with this one. Getting it to connect consistently to anything with Bluetooth is a train wreck. I plugged in an external Bluetooth controller module, and either A, it didn't use it, or B, they couldn't decide which one to use. Stop brown nosing out on the wire. Come on. His Discord is an empty mall. There's nothing in there. Even his Michael's Art Supply store is empty. Calligraphy World is empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to hear.
Nice work. Going down.
Yeah. Compare that to my Discord. My Discord, compared to him, is a very busy little strip mall. And yes, in the NSFW sections, you can literally strip. Oh, yeah! I'm going to take it off. All off. Right on camera. Right for you boys and girls. Why do ChatterBait? You already can do it on your stupid Discord. This is true. It was a sad Discord, absolutely. Frank, if you want it, now I'm going to give you some advice. I've said this to you so many times. If you want to get retention, you got to start creating content in your other channels, your Discord, or clean out the stores, sweep up the debris and the broken dreams, and then start over. Cadillac Sam has better social media advice. I don't know, really. Who wants to sub to his Discord? There's nothing to see. What, Frank's Bar and Grill? That's all he has. Frank's Bar and Grill. You get in there, you see a big drunken bum sitting there at the piano trying to play music and can't even play. Constantly going plunk, 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 plunk. Hey, this is my bar. I can play the way I want. Plunk, 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 plunk. Nobody wants to go through this. Come on. It's just a sad reality. So Frank, take some advice. Time to go ahead and get a bulldozer and bulldoze down that Discord of yours and start from scratch. Come on, start from scratch. It's an empty fucking mall. You gotta have to start over, okay? There's nothing there for the audience to see. Nothing there for them to see at all. Really? Shall we run a nice invisible advertising that no one can see? Come on, you two. Okay, you two. Here you go. I'll send 5 hours of ads out for you, but you'll never show them anyway. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There you go, YouTube. I just ran 5 ads for you. But my audience won't see them anyway. You know I'm telling you the truth. YouTube will never see your ads. They really won't. What the heck do you even have? Why do you even have a button to show ads manually when you can't even show my ads anyway? Okay, so I ran 5 ads for you. I rolled 10 ads for you so far, YouTube. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's time to rebuild your mall, Frank. Come on. I've done it. This is my 4th Discord. I've been through it. Okay? Hit a new nude YouTuber photos. I don't know. I think Noodles, you'll agree with me on this.
Michelle, I'm never going back to that place. I'm never going back to that place.
Oh, you mean your Discord?
Mm-hmm.
It's like going into an empty abandoned mall. What's there to see? The only place that has any activity is Frank's Pub and Grill. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Anchor stores are gone. The small little mom and pop stores are gone. There's nobody else. Oh yeah, Elisa Jordana's kiosk is still there, trying to basically hawk the same old wares that Frank finds annoying. But she's the only one left. Russ came over there. He set up a small little shoe store. No one even comes in to buy his shoes. But he's losing money because Frank is sitting there fleecing him for the rent. Pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me, pay me. And Russ is like, you kidding me? I'm not getting anything out of this. Rick's brick-brack shop or curio shop is like, nobody comes in there, and then they're like, but Rick is kind of trying to struggle, so he's trying to work it out with Honest and Frank, Bar, Grill. Yeah, Grace, what's my rating on Social Blade? I'm really curious. Don't make me have to go grab the damn internet to find out. How's my social rating on Social Blade? I think I saw it's like a C plus or maybe like a B minus. I mean, I'm a small channel, but you know what? I'm still bringing them in. I'm still bringing them in today. I don't know where to stop brown nosing. Come on, you know the truth. You know the truth. Stop brown nosing. His Discord doesn't have anything. Maybe it would be best if we turned it into apartments. Because no one seems to be interested in going to his little shop. Nobody wants to go see his stores. No one wants to go to Frank's Bar and Grill, or he's trying to tell the patrons what they should drink because he said that his choice of alcohol is the best choices. Well, that's good, Grace. I'm glad to know that. I haven't checked Social Blade in a while. But I can tell you this. I don't know how Social Blade works. I really don't. But the thing is, at least people can see is that I'm trying to put work into it. I'm trying to put work into it. You know. So, Noodles, the cool news is I now got my 25-inch console TV connected to my Roku box, and now I can watch TV shows on my old TV, which is nice. I had the little adapter to connect HDMI to composite, so I plugged it in. And, so this winter time, I'll be able to perk my big fat butt right in front of the TV and watch things like the Weather Channel. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah, is the Weather Channel on Peacock Plus, or is it the Weather Channel? Because I know it belongs to NBC. I don't know who owns it now, but during winter storms, I used to sit there while chomping on ice cream, watching the Weather Channel, watching snowstorms barreling in and blowing everybody over, and just enjoying watching the snow content. You know,
Michelle, you realize what Frank did, right? Frank's like a vulture, all right? So let's say you're going hunting, right? And you see this wild, majestic elk, and you want to take it down. You shoot it, Michelle, and the elk takes off running, but you can't find it. And you know what? You're like, you know what? There's more elk in the forest. Frank is the vulture that finds the dead elk and feasts on it. That's what he's done with Russ.
Yeah.
That's what he does with everybody that we don't want. Frank will scoop it up. Because Frank is thirsty. Frank is hungry.
Frank looks for dead carcasses, the dead and the dying. That's the reality. Even if you don't shoot the elk, and the elk just dies of old age, Frank's looking for the leftovers.
Frank and Russ. Frank is like a raccoon that found a dead squirrel in the forest and started feasting on it and thinks he's the best. He didn't kill that squirrel, we did.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have necessarily anything bad to say about Russ. I don't know Russ long enough to really say anything bad about Russ. I'm not going to say anything bad about Russ. Because I don't know enough about Russ. But I do know about Frank. And I do know that Frank, you know, because he brags about being so elite, I'm going to turn the volume boost up a little bit. And Frank keeps saying he's so elite and he's so great and he's so powerful and he's so this. Frank, show me. You know, you can talk a good game, but honey, can you show me? You know, he doesn't.
Frank can't give advice, Michelle, because he has no content, Michelle. There's nothing there. He's living, Michelle, he's living off of it.
Yeah,
something
he
that
doesn't have
happened
any
10
content.
years ago.
Yeah, he doesn't have any content.
People 10 years ago, Michelle, used to get views. Try doing it today. Frank can't do it today. He's viewless.
And you know, the thing is that, you know, why he's only got 250-something subs? Okay? You would think if he was an A-lister, you would have thought he would have had like 10,000 subs. He doesn't even have this. I'm knowing his, you know, it was actually exceeding where Frank is stuck. No, it's not just bash the Frank show. Although Frank certainly bashed me a lot too, so it kind of goes both ways. You know,
Frank the skank. Frank the skank.
Frank the stink. Never mind the stink. Stink is past tense. Or you want to use a gerund. Frank is stinking. To stink is an infinitive. A gerund is using ing. So Frank is stinking. Who knows? Maybe he literally does stink. I don't know. I don't know what he smells like. Maybe he does stink.
Frank, you ain't starting nothing, Frank. Frank, you ain't starting nothing. We wouldn't start nothing without our help. And Frank, guess what? We're not going back to your Discord, Frank. I'm not. I mean, anyone else is welcome to. But I'm not, Frank. You want to know why? Because you tried stealing my talent. This is a real cutthroat business.
And then Frank also has this habit of just posting his quotes from the people's channel on his honest and frank listings. So every time he's repeating the same old things, not only in the Stars actual sub Discord, but in his own show or in his announcements, he'll post the same thing like 3 times.
Well, you know what? You go ahead and do that, and you'll just look like a villain, and you'll get Michelle more support. Nobody's going to support Frank because of his stinkiness. Everybody knows Frank stinks. 99% of Americans would agree that Frank stinks. But no one's going to say that about Michelle. Nobody.
Yeah. Oh, I can say I have bad teeth. That's true. Yeah. Well, at least I did something about it, even if it is pro-tem. Yeah. Hey, I did something about it. You know, it's still working out. The fake teeth are working out, you know? They're doing absolutely fine. I don't know. Do you really laugh at me? No, Michelle, they don't laugh at you.
You know what, Michelle? Let people laugh.
They laugh with you Michelle. Most of the time.
You're a funny person. I laugh. I laugh at you sometimes when you say certain things. You're very funny. That's why I watch you. That's why nobody is watching Frank, because he doesn't make anyone laugh. You ever notice that Frank's the only one laughing in his videos? Have you ever seen a Frank video? He's the only one laughing. Nobody else is.
Yeah. By the way, Tiger Kitty, does anyone, you want to gift out the memberships today? I want to see if we can gift out the membership today. I want to see. I can't gift them out. I would love to just give out a membership, 1 month membership today. I'd love to see that. And also, don't forget the wish list too, because I updated the wish list a couple days ago, and that's the main thing I want to put people understand. Guys, I really appreciate all the donations we have gotten on my wish list. Just to let you know that. I think that I'm going to try to put out more thank yous at the end of videos. So you know this. That I do appreciate what we got for donations. It made a hell of a difference. There's a few things on my wish list that are small. Little things. Little inexpensive knickknacks. They're not expensive. And they're kind of curios and things like that. So I'd love to see some of the stuff. But it's not like high priority. They ain't computers. They ain't computer accessories.
Michelle, we need to get the donations first for the the convention.
Right. That's true. We need that too. But I don't know if we're gonna get that. I'd like to, but I just don't know if that's gonna happen.
I mean, you guys, you want to know something, Grizz? You want to know something? Michelle's a protected class. I don't know if you know this. And this guy's running around bashing her.
Well, maybe he is too. That's
all
the
over
problem.
social media. No.
Maybe he is too. So the problem is that's like the blind making fun of the blind, or the blind making fun of the people with developmental disabilities. It's hard to say. I mean, like he said, some of this stuff is for the show and shouldn't be taken literally serious. It's true. Don't take everything you see that I do with Frank seriously. There's no hatred intended. There's just I mean, I give him suggestions, and he just doesn't want to do them. That's not hating on him. I just want to like to see. I'd like to see him try to improve his work, but he just doesn't want to. What are you gonna do?
So let's go over finances right now. How much money do we have in the donation bin for this upcoming event in October?
Right now, Tiger said she'll put in a $30 for the trip.
How much money do you have now? Because I got $70
right
Michelle,
now.
for donation.
Right now, in my pocket. Right now.
No, Michelle. For the donation for the trip. This is the thing with you, Michelle. You know, you get donations and you think that it's going right toward that computer.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Well, I understand that. I get it. But right now, I can just say we get about 140 cash.
Okay, so plus 70, right?
Right. Plus, Tiger Kitty said she's going to put out another 30 bones. So
that might get us a hotel room. Is there any way we can call the convention or whatever to find out how much the hotels are, how much the tickets are, if we can do interviews there, etc.
Something tells me if you want to stay at the Sheraton where the big headliners are staying, that they're going to be charging a ton of money. Okay. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I want to meet Red Butler. I do want to meet her. She's fun. I actually liked her show when it was on TV. I used to watch it every single Tuesday night. It was just something I watched. I was like, I watched it with Nadine and her and all the fun stuff she was doing as a single mom. And it was a good show. It was popular on ABC for a long time. But then she backslid on drugs and alcohol and kind of killed it. Which
is there anyone else who'd want to see there?
Let's see. There was another name. The Webster character was kind of cool. The actor that played him. I did see a few of the names that did. My three sons look kind of interesting. Of course, they're all older now, but then everybody's older. So yeah, there's a few other people I want to see. I don't know every single star that was there. I don't listen. I looked at the handbill. I did, and I didn't see everybody I recognized. Red Orangutan said everything increases his beard, gains an inch, increases his width by 50 points, and his power by 25. Yeah, I do. I think I saw some.
Frank the Skank is back. Frank, why don't you come up here and tell Michelle that you're sorry and beg her to come back to your Discord. Beg us, Frank.
I'm not coming back to this Discord. It's not worth it. There's nothing there for me. Really, there isn't. He needs to seriously work on that. It's not even... I mean, sorry, Frank, you can't even put a coat of paint on to make it look better. It's just... It's worse than this building. A lot worse than this building. I mean, it's like a mall that just lost all of its patrons and all of its tenants, and it's like empty, and mostly every store is empty except for Frank's Bar and Grill. That saloon that has any activity.
Well, Frank, you weren't fired. You were let go. Frank,
you never hired anybody.
You were let go, Frank.
Yeah, yesterday I gave you the boot. That's why you don't have your
We
wrench.
don't, Michelle, we don't fire anyone over here. We let them go. Frank, I'm sorry to tell you this, but we got to let you go, Frank. You got to go find another place to go hang out, Frank. You've been let go.
I'm sure you can find some struggling star that's trying to figure what to do that you can kind of manipulate around
like
your
Russ.
fingers.
Why don't you go hang out with that fucking squirrel, Russ? Russ the fucking squirrel. Why don't you go hang out with him?
Yeah. I don't know, Frank. You know what? I mean, I don't have a contract with you anyway. We never signed one, so technically, I don't know you anything. I gave it a fair go like 6 times, and I got out of it is basically listening to complain. Blew a wad on an Ethernet internet upgrade, which is going to be helpful for the convention, but honestly, yeah, I don't know. That's just a waste of money. I threw money away I didn't need to spend. Really? What a disaster. You know, really, I didn't even have to spend all that money to upgrade my data plan. What the hell is the point? 100 gigabytes a month at 720p, even 1080p. I can friggin' drain that thing in less than 100 shows.
Michelle, you gotta start listening to reason. I'm reason, Michelle. That guy's unreasonable, Michelle.
Yeah.
He's unreasonable.
Frank, the thing is that everybody tried to tell you, and you kept. Oh, never mind. I guess I know. He's not reasonable. He just. Tiger Kitty explained to you that I couldn't afford to do it. I did it anyway. Okay? Now, it looks like my cell phone bill is going to be a little higher because I decided to go out there and invest all this money into this technology. Thank God I'm 55 plus. So I got a discount on my internet plan. But that's not the point, Frank. I was a happy YouTuber, even at 640 by 360. I do admit the old computer was getting old and long in the tooth. Don't want to disagree with that. I didn't disagree with that. The poor thing was starting to struggle under the load that I was throwing at it. But it was still technically running. It still runs fine. I just need a better video card, which is like 100. I can get the one from China without the EFI boot ROM, but I don't want to buy the one with the China. I just want to get.
We gotta get you on Agent Mud's channel. Tell Agent Mud about what's going on with you and Frank. Now Frank's leading you down a path of destruction and poverty. Yep.
Yeah. I think the thing is Frank needs me and you back, Noodles, because he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything.
He's got the squirrel. He's got the squirrel over there.
Fine, he's got Secret Squirrel. Great. Okay. I don't know much about the Russ in his show. I don't know anything about his content. But what I do know is that Frank, I wish you luck. That's all I can say. You know,
Frank, there's no coming back after this, Frank. This is all your fault, Frank. We didn't fire you. You fired yourself, Frank. You fired yourself.
The problem was that, by the way, Dabs, what it is the video card only had 3 gigabytes of RAM. And the dual monitors, the OBS, and just those 3 things was eating up all the video RAM and the video card to the point where the 3 gigabyte video card just couldn't keep up. Okay. I mean, I still like my Power Mac G5. I mean, my Mac Pro 2009. I still love the machine. But the other thing is the thing was eating my electric-ability out of the house and home. There was just no way I could keep running it. It just was getting to be too expensive. But for tonight's streaming of the videos, we're going to use the Power Mac G or Mac Pro because that's already got the videos in there. You know, so I don't have to download them again. Super mod me. Oh, now you're giving me threats? Frank, you need me. I don't need you. You need me. You know, don't forget that. You need me. That's why you're still here, because you know that you need me, and you need Noodles, and you need both of us. That's why you're here. I know. I know how you think. I'm a Virgo. What do you want? Hey, I get it. I understand it. I also happen to have a Leo moon. So, yes, Frank, I understand it. I get it 100%. It's not that hard. How you doing, Carolyn, to be free? How's it going today?
Oh, tell Frank that he's giving you agita. Tell Frank that he's giving you agita.
I don't know what that is. Red says, Frank, you are poor just like everyone else is. Yeah, he is. He gave me a tour of his house on camera. It's not that exciting. It's not like he'd be so big, supreme leader that you think it's a what is it, 1 or 2 bedroom house? You know, it's,
now he's demanding that you get on your knees, Michelle. He's demanding that you get on your knees. How dare you, Frank? How dare you?
No one's getting on your knees. You're the one who's getting on your knees because I'm not going on your channel. Because there's nothing there for me. What's the point? You took away my ability to speak in my sub-Discord. What the heck? Then you saying to me, gee, I want you to come back. And then you can do the same thing again? Oh, guess what, Michelle? You can't talk anymore. Oh, guess what? You can talk again. Oh, I'm mad at you. You can't talk anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. You can come back. No, sorry, I changed my mind. Never come back again. And it's like, that's what I think the audience is saying when I finally said, yeah, you get the idea. You actually, Frank, all I ever asked you to do was leave my sub-Discord alone. You keep doing that to me. What does that say about you?
Michelle, he's a screwball, Michelle. He's a screwball.
I get it. I agree. I mean, he just doesn't make any sense, okay? He's trying to weaponize my sub-Discord. And I'm not gonna play for that. Like, what did my sub-Discord do to you? Nothing. What, I post my video links in there? That's it. That's all I did. And you never had a problem with that. I respected your server rules. I complied by your requirements. You kept doing that to me over and over and over again. That's so stupid. Doesn't even make any sense. He's a Leo. Frank's a Leo, which is fine. I get it. I understand the Leo mindset. The thing is, he's, shoot, I don't know.
Michelle, he's Italian. So, again, Italians think they own everything. He thinks he's going to tell you what to do. He thinks he's going to run your life. He's going to bring you, he thinks he's like Christopher Columbus or something. This guy's a screwball, Michelle.
Yeah. It would be interesting if I pulled up his natal chart. What other things I'd find in his natal chart? Speaking of natal chart, you never did the updated one for yourself. I know. I should go into Cafe Astrology and do it. Whatever. Anyway, so
look what he's saying, Michelle. He said that he has a Discord and all you have is roaches. Wow, Frank, you're a real piece of work.
Frank, you're stupid. Sorry. You are stupid. Your whole mentality is stupid. Oh, well, you know how to deal with that. Take a break. Thank you, Frank.
Frank,
okay, now you can come back again.
All right.
I'm not going to deal with that.
Michelle, you can't block Frank. Don't block Frank.
I don't blink Frank. I actually did a mistake, but that's why I unblocked him. However, the thing is, Frank, look. My Discord has got more activity going on in there, and it's more people are engaged in my Discord and talking to each other and sharing things in the general chat. This is one thing versus your entire Discord. You have so many dead sections in your Discord. You need to seriously take a bulldozer to it and rebuild it. You need to rebuild it. Just take a bulldozer to it and start over. Because you need to. Yeah. Now, Carolyn, I don't try to be mean to Frank. It's just that he just thinks that he thinks he's right, but his Discord's a ghost town. There's nothing in there. He doesn't have anything in there. He has no people to talk. They don't engage with each other. In fact, some of them are even surprised there was a place where they could talk to anybody.
He's like an empty restaurant open for business. There's a reason why the restaurant's empty.
He's got Frank's Bar and Grill. He's got like a 40-store mall, and he's got like only one store open. Him and Elisa Giordano's shops. There's only two left. There's only no one else in there. There's nothing in this thing.
Wow, I don't know why it's real.
I don't even think Ed would join it. Honestly.
What's up with that on the wire brown nosing for this guy, Michelle?
What's that? I know he's brown nosing for him. I don't know why, but that's okay. He wants to brown nose. What are you gonna say? Oh, okay. I get it, Carolyn. Let's put it this way. As I said, my Discord has got a lot of people in there. Oh, by the way, as I said earlier, Kinade was actually very happy with the last few videos I did. She said she's been very busy. She said that she wants to try to come over and say hi in maybe October when she has some free time.
Who's this?
Kinade. Not Caney, Kinade. K-A-N-A-D-E.
Who the fuck is that?
It's a lady that follows my science and technology videos and things.
Oh, cool. Yeah, out on the wire's face stinks. It is covered in doo-doo brown. Frank's doo-doo brown.
I don't know about that. And first of all, I don't know how that would realistically go, because Ed can also be just as stubborn. Two Italians, a Taurus and a Leo in the same building. There may not be much left. You're gonna do it my way! Shut up, you're doing it my way! No, I'm not doing your way! Yes, you are, you stupid mother! You're doing it my way! No, I'm not, you're doing it my way!
She owns everything. But that couldn't be farther from the truth.
What's the point exactly? Oh, I don't know, guys. It's 12:12. So is there anything good going on today? Not really. Got the 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to have movie night. Maybe. I'm hoping that episode 4, Oh, I'm a Virgo, is going to be good. But you know what? I'll be honest with you, say this. Hollywood has been using this same formula for so many years that, like one person said, I think it was Dabs who said it. He says, they're using the same old formula. It's being repetitive. You know, the last few episodes have been like the writers have basically lost.
Oh, Michelle, he's back. He's back. Look what he just said. Look what he just said.
Fine, whatever. Anyway, the thing is, so tonight we got The Graduate, the movie with Dustin Hoffman, 1967 will be the main feature, followed by I'm a Virgo episode 4, and then, or did we watch 4? I think you watched 4 already. That's 5 now, I think. Is it 5? And then, of course, we got The Guild. Oh, The Guild's okay. It's not really my favorite TV series.
Yeah, that was a very healthy roach, by the way. Very healthy looking roach.
Yeah, I think it's dead now. I think it's drowned in the water dish. I found a few dead ones this morning in Rusty's water dish. They change his water every day. Because of that reason, I always find dead bugs in his water dish.
You should start naming your roaches Frank.
Read the comments out loud. I read the comments out loud too. Yes, I do.
Get over it, Frank. Get over it. We are not interested. Nope. Oh.
Now, it's not that Dave Noodles doesn't know how to read. He's got dyslexia, which is harder for him to read. You know, it's a little different. You know, at least Dave, a.k.a. Noodles, a.k.a. Dave the Bulldog, is attempting to read...
A.k.a. Angel Face.
Angel Face. Angel Hair. Is attempting to read. And he has dyslexia, which is very, very frustrating, I can bet. You know, it's not easy.
It's not curable either. It's a lifetime illness.
It is a lifetime. It's a functional illness. I don't really understand dyslexia, but I do have an idea that maybe I may have some dyslexia too, but not much. But my eyesight ain't that great, so I can understand that. I don't know if he did or not. I think he did.
Yes, I graduated in 1998 from Pascagoula Valley High School. First in my class in special ed. Yep.
I graduated in 1987 from the Gilbert School, non-special ed. But that was a hard high school career, though. A lot of study, a lot of hard, classes, learning about new stuff. Let's see yours, Honest and Frank. I'd like to see yours. I'm just curious,
Never been arrested, Frank. So there you go, Frank. There you go. Good luck trying to find that, Frank.
He worked for Homeland Security, Frank, right? I don't know.
Mr. Joey Spackles over there. Joey Spackle. I'm collecting a pension. I'm collecting a pension. Shut up. Shut up. You're lazy, Frank. You're still goddamn. The guy's collecting a pension, Michelle. You want to know why he hasn't sold his house? Because he never paid it off.
I've seen his house.
He never paid it off.
He gave me a tour of it. I've seen his house. It's plain. It's a plain little house.
It's unfinished.
That's
it's
okay.
It's an unfinished house.
It sounds like his life. Unfinished.
Right. Like his Discord.
Like his Discord. Yeah. But I mean, I think I'd like to see him do something in this life. I'd like to see him be happy, be healthy. Speaking of healthy, that's a good question. I don't know anything about his health. I don't know what the story with his health is.
He looks like he has AIDS.
He eats eggs and he probably farts out lots of sulfur too.
Yeah.
I can say at least I don't fart out sulfur like a sulfur factory. What do you think his cholesterol levels are like?
Very high.
Probably
through the roof.
So, like I said, Frank, we'd like to see you do more with your life. I would like to see you really better yourself. I really would. I'd like to see him do better. I'd like to see him try to improve himself. I'm not a mean
He's not that type of guy, Michelle.
What's that?
He's not that type of guy. He's not that type of guy.
I've been falsely arrested, no police record because the judge dismissed it with an ACDD. What's ACDD? Accelerated rehabilitation?
Probably something that only drug addicts would know about.
Wait, if you got accelerated rehab, Frank, if that's what it is, then that means you're not innocent. That means that you pled guilty. Or you were found guilty. I know all about it, Frank, because I went through the same BS myself, so I know. Makes you feel better. Yo, what is it going to do anywhere? You are missing Crystal Roberts live now. Who's Crystal Roberts live?
It's another person that whenever you bring up Frank, this person starts laughing and says, "No way is he allowed back in here."
Like I said, I don't know anything about the person. But Let's put it this way, Frank. I got 19 people watching right now.
You gonna be from here to Belgium? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. You gotta do what you gotta do. No problem. You got a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you fucking rich?
Yeah, but Dabs, the difference is that Frank has demonstrated on YouTube that he's not. He doesn't do the talk and doesn't do the walk. There's a big difference.
Me and you.
So anyway, I was watching some videos on that VTuber studio. I was thinking about driving the truck. The only thing is my joystick doesn't work on this Mac Mini, so if I drive the truck, I gotta drive it with the keyboard. Good luck.
18 months. So
Michelle, I got to get back to work. It was good talking to you, Michelle.
Yeah, it's almost time for me to wrap it up.
In the Chiller Theater thing.
But anyway, at least news you can say, we are bringing in the viewers. They are coming here. You know, and that's the good thing is that we had quite a few viewers. We started out with 24 people. We're still holding it together with 16. And that's with subscriber mode on. I bet the trolls are going, ow! Why does she have subscriber mode on? Because I forgot to turn it off. It's been good though. It's been good. Keeping things calm and cool, collected. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I don't want to go there with the Rick. Let's be honest. It's just, I think Frank has done worse in some ways. That's another story altogether different. Anyway, so the thing is, we're gonna have the movies tonight. I think I like those little driving intermission movies between. I think those little shorts, so what they call clocks, are kind of cool. You know. The reason why they have clocks is because back in the old days, the projectionists would change out the house reels on the two projectors, so they would add the clock to the end of the last reel of the last film, so that by that time the other projector would be cooling down, so they can change out the carbon arc rods, so they can get ready to thread in for the second feature. That's why they had them. I figured that would be the time to go ahead and encourage people to come to the snack bar, because that's when they make their money. It's mostly in the intermission snacks. So, of course, in your case, the refreshment center is your own kitchen, so you don't have to pay for anything. You know, you can make your custom popcorn, you can make your hot dogs, hamburgers, pizzas, ice creams, your Eskimo pies. You want your Eskimo pies? They have them. You just go to the store, buy them yourself. Just get everyone's favorite Eskimo pies. Yeah, that's what they do. That's the reason why they have the clocks. People don't really know that. So, but one thing about Rick, his trolls didn't even want to come to Honest and Frank TV. What does that tell you? His trolls don't even go to Honest and Frank TV. Because there's nothing to say. But anyway, back to the clocks. So basically, like I said, there's a history behind the clocks in intermission films. So, depending on most cases, the first film, like at the local theater there, Pleasant Village Drive-In, you start with the national anthem video short, and they would splice that into the first film and the head of the film. And then you would, and when the projections would see the white dot, that tells them they got like 7 seconds to switch to the second projector. So they close the dowser, the first projector, and immediately start the second projector. At the same timing mark, killing mark. And then they just go back and forth between changeovers until the last reel of film. That's usually when they stick on the intermission film on the end of it, the tail of the film. It goes through the projector. And then they put the second film on. And so during the intermission film, that's when they change the carbon arc rods. And then they would get, after the projectors cool down, so they can safely remove the hot rods from the film projector, and then they go ahead when they're ready to start. When right before the end of the intermission film, they strike the arc. They get ready to open the dowser. After the film gets to the end, same thing. Film runs through projector, and then the projectionist changes over to the projector 2 or projector 1, whichever the case may be, depending on how many reels of film there were. So that's the way it used to be done. Of course, when we went to the platter systems, there was no reason to do that anymore, because you could put old feature film on one big platter, which is like a big giant open reel of 8-track tape kind of thing, usually made out of polyester film base, or S-Star, if you use Kodak. So that's because the old acetate film would just kind of just rip from being pulled through all those rollers of the platter platform. Don't talk to me about cellulose nitrate. Jesus Christ, don't even want to deal with that. And that's the same thing. And that was when film was dangerous. You actually think about this. You're showing a film, for example, up until about 1950, almost all motion picture film was celluloid nitrate. I'm talking about the commercial ones. Once the celluloid nitrate film goes up, that's it. You can't extinguish it. The only thing you can do is close the safety shutters and just hope to God that you, the projectionist, can get out alive. Your projector's toast, your film print is toast, and you're lucky if the theater isn't toast. And that's the reality. If you ever watch some of the early stories of celluloid nitrate films, movie projectors, when they would go up in smoke, they would just, because the film would get hot and catches fire, and that's it. You're done. I like old tech. Yeah. There's Troll announcers and pedos. Why would they bother Frank? But it's so basically the whole thing with the like I said, with the clocks between the movies is kind of give that drive-in movie theater feel. Because it's kind of nice, you know. I could find one for indoor theaters too, because they use clocks in indoor theaters too. They used to be a thing. You could see between movies the same deal. There would be ones for indoor theaters as well. Like, for example, for Hoyt's or General Cinema had ones before they went to platters. It was the same deal. You'd run them, same thing, change over projector reels, you know. Except the difference is you didn't have to deal with mosquitoes and you didn't have to deal with getting bitten alive by bugs in the projection room. And at least you could open the windows and get some fresh air in there. Which is true. Most projection rooms out there in projection doghouse is a hot place. You know, projectors are vented through the ceiling because you want to keep all the ozone out of your air. Because you don't want to breathe all that ozone from the arcs, you know. In fact, many new motion, even the new carbon arc projectors, unfortunately brings back the diciness of being a projectionist. People don't realize high intensity, short arcs, those things will explode. Those bulbs were full high pressure xenon gas. They were like handling an incendiary device, and they could explode in your hands. You had to almost have a whole safety hazmat suit to protect yourself from changing a bulb, especially if the bulb burns out and it's hot. It ain't there in the middle of a film, and you're like, because they're like several $1,000s a piece. And most of them are mounted horizontally. So you have to basically very, very, very carefully put on all this safety gear just to change the stupid bulb. It's like handling a bomb. Carbon arc was a lot safer. Yeah, you can still get burned taking out the hot rods, but gee, at least you're not likely to explode in your face and get glass where you don't want it. In this case, quartz. You know, I studied films on changeovers because we were going to buy a drive-in. Me and Joe Costel were going to originally buy a drive-in. Now, this is a guy I know from Willimantic, okay? And he wanted to buy the old Manchester drive-in, which was still set up for Carbon Arc. And I think they did change the lighthouses to short arc. The thing is I would have been very honest, we did manage to get that place, even if it was in good working shape, which was far from it. I would have definitely said, no, we're going back to Carbon Arc. I'm not going to deal with this potential thing with broken quartz glass in my eyes. No way. I'm bad enough in my eyesight. You don't need to make my eyesight worse. Yeah, it's interesting. Using number 7 Carbon Arc rods for the negative, and I think number 5 for the positive electrode. You want bright? Those things are bright. Huge number of amps going through it. It's basically using an arc welder. That's pretty much what a Carbon Arc is. Except you're not welding. You're basically, you strike the arc, and then there's the mechanical timer mechanism that keeps the arc equal amount of distance apart as the rods slowly deplete themselves and burn up. They usually will run for about 30-35 minutes, and you gotta replace them out. That's why the clocks are the length they are. So they can be put on the end of the house reels. But like I said, it's a safety factor. I mean, I used to love going to the drive-in as a kid. I always thought the projection room was always some mysterious place. I always wanted to go in there. Sometimes after I was going to the girls' room, which was right next to the projection room, I kind of felt like slipping in there and watching the projectionist at work. I didn't do it as a kid, but I did as an adult. I got the chance to talk to the projectionist. She was a really nice lady too. And then the owner of the drive-in showed me the projectors close up. Super Simplex number projectors from the 1940s. With the original Carbon Arc lamp houses. Oh, these things are awesome. I thought they said, oh my god, these things are like missile launchers. Missile launchers? No, they're like missile launchers. You know what? They're just huge. You know, you thread in the 35mm print on the top. You go through the sound, the film gate, then it's the sound drum, and then to the take-up reel on the bottom. And depending on the kind of film, we're still doing pretty good, Frank. We are still doing good. We still have 13 viewers right now, Frank. I still kind of wish I would love to have access to a 35mm projector. I got a 16mm projector. I don't have a ton of films to show on it, but I got some movies for it. It's in my storage bin. Frank, grow up. You need me. You need me. Really, that's the truth, Frank. Frank, you're not. Don't even get there. I mean, come on. You're not. You fix your Discord, okay, Frank? Make your Discord look professional. Start having areas that people are going to want to engage in. You don't have any of this. You don't have any of this. You want to talk about a joke? Alright, guys. Anyway, it's a good day. Stupid thing is stuck again. Oh, I know. Okay, well, it's just when I read the credits anyway. Point is, Frank, look. I'd like to see you be happy. I like to see you be healthy. I like to see you do something good with your life. But you have to work on it. I don't want to see you do bad, but you need to at least fix what you need to fix. But for everybody else, because right now my Stream Deck is stuck again, I'll just manually just run the credits. Anyway, so everybody for now, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.